Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge. It's Messi time. It's Argentina, Algeria. It's the World Cup holders. It's Kansas for the first time. Algeria are a decent team as well, but this is what we're here for. We're here for Messi. I've not actually seen him play a game of football since the final in Qatar. I think that's the last time I sat and watched Messi play a game of football. So very excited about this game. Hope you all are as well. It's a bit of a late one if you're in the UK, but what better game to stay up and do a 2 a.m. for other than Argentina, the holders, playing. Did you watch them in the Club World Cup? I don't really remember watching the Club World Cup, so I don't know that I did. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, here we go. The stadium police are in. Gannon says this stadium is in Missouri, not Kansas. Well, it's the Kansas City Chiefs stadium, so I'm calling it Kansas. Deal with it. Mark finally woke up, says James. I never went to sleep. I was live with you about 45 minutes ago and took the dog walk. Eyes are bloodshot, Mark. Yes, it is 2 a.m. It is 2 a.m. on the UK. So if you want to go to bed, go to bed. I'm watching Argentina against Algeria at 2 a.m. and we've actually done multiple early hour morning streams in this World Cup already. So, you know, at some point, the novelty of it's an early morning game needs to wear off and we just need to get on with watching football. Mark, thank you very much. Welcome to the Members Club, MGT and Ben Hollow and 2 Wizzy. 3 members there. I don't know whether that... Oh, I think that was from earlier, actually. That was from earlier. Welcome everybody on TikTok as well. We've got some early follows coming in from Reese and Matthew as well. Players to watch in this game. Let me just make sure I'm logged in here. We have covered a few already. Just in the Algerian team, by the way. Riyad Mahrez is not on in the starting lineup. He's on the bench. Keep an eye out for... who was I talking about before? I forgot. I'll have to get the team back up on the screen. Very, very quickly. Mazza in the midfield is an interesting player. He's only 20. The number... Blah, blah, blah. Number 22. He's only 20. For, Mazza plays for Bayer Leverkusen. So he's an interesting player. They've also got Bentaleb and Boudaoui in their midfield. And they've got Guri, Chabi and Musa. Musa is plays for Feyenoord. Keep an eye on him. Guri plays for Marseille. And who else did I say that they've got? Chabi, who I think also plays in the Bundesliga at Frankfurt. Yes. So they've got some good players. Argentina, I mean... Emi Martinez, Aston Villa, Romero, Spurs, Martinez, Lissandro, Man United, McAllister, Liverpool, Fernandez, Chelsea, Lautaro Martinez, Inter Milan, Messi, Inter Miami now. It's a strong spine of players that we do know. Flanked with Almada of Atletico Madrid. You've the guy got De Paul, who I think he plays for Villarreal, De Paul. Inter Miami now, sorry. Did he play for Villarreal? Atletico Madrid. Yeah, plays for Inter Miami, De Paul. And Medina is a fullback at Marseille. And Molina is at Atletico Madrid. Sorry, Montiel is at River Plate. Is it Montiel playing at right back? Yeah, he plays at River Plate, Montiel. A very experienced Argentinian side, I would say. I'm slightly surprised. I mean, look, they've got Paz on the bench. He's only 21. He's had a brilliant season for Como. They've got Julian Alvarez, who was subject to a £150 million bid from Barcelona on their bench as well. So they've got some good players. But I don't know with Argentina. I don't know. I don't know with Argentina. I think so much of it really does depend on Lionel Messi. There are some good players here. I wouldn't be surprised if Algeria did okay. It's an incredible stadium. But so much depends on Messi. I mean, how good is Lionel Messi? He's going to be 39 before we hit the knockout stage. 38 at the moment, therefore, obviously. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see, certainly. Have you thought about having a contributor in the Americas and Asia so you can have regional specific videos here and on the United Stands as Rick? No, I haven't. But thanks for that, Rick. Sorry, I just saw something on my arm that was slightly more interesting than that comment, which was very rude of me. But no, no, Rick, I haven't. I don't know whether it would work, Rick. I mean, look, I'm live at 2 o'clock. Where's everybody watching from? I still think you'll find that predominantly everybody has different areas, don't they? When I was in America, you know, it's done by region, isn't it? So maybe that's what you're talking about, yeah. Anyway, let me know where you're watching from. I'm very interested to know where you're watching from and what time it is. You know, in the UK, it's 2 a.m. Have you thought, cracked open another beer and got work tomorrow, says Constantine? Well, you said that Argentina are going to batter Algeria, so let's see. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Reese McLeod says, how are you, Mark? I'm very good. Thank you very much. We've got Megan in Kentucky. It's 9 p.m. Will Algeria make it hard for Argentina, says James? I mean, I don't know anything about Algeria. What I do know is that they've got some good players who play in and around Europe. So then they're certainly not going to be a Curacao or someone like that. But this is an Argentinian side that is the champions, the holders of this tournament, who will be looking to win. I like the way they set up Argentina. It's a bit like a 4-4-2. So Messi's got that freedom. He's not out on the wing or anything like that. But it'd be interesting to see when he gets on the ball what he can do. Because him and, you know, Ronaldo and Messi are at this World Cup. But I think there is this general perception that it's Mbappe's, it's Kane's, it's Elise's, it's Haaland's tournament, you know. Lots of people watching from Canada. We'll be covering you on Thursday. Messi is washed, says 23 Rams. I was looking for that comment. Dan84 on TikTok, thanks very much for the follow. And Jay says, I'm in my mum's car. What are you doing in it? They're still going to give... Robin McCormack says they're still going to give to Messi every opportunity. Guess Club Champion of Europe, you never sing that, says Nabil. Thank you so much. Liverpool fan from near Boston, and the game earlier wasn't in Boston. It was in a town around, but they call it Boston. Does the same thing happen in England, says Jay Cruz? No, but I think you Americans are very protective about, you know, I literally said this was in Kansas, it's in Missouri. You're saying that about that. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think we really care. But no, I mean, the UK isn't big enough to say, you know, we wouldn't say there's a stadium in Birmingham when it's in Stoke. No. It's 4 a.m. in Nairobi. Gerald, you're welcome. Is there shades of Saudi Arabia with the Algerian kit, says Aidan. Yeah, remember, Argentina did lose the opening game of the last World Cup to Saudi Arabia, went on to win it. So yeah, this stadium here is the first time it's been used in this World Cup. Kansas City Chiefs play here. I'd say lovely cross and a header straight at the keeper from Lautaro Martinez. There was an offside though. Al Nouri on the ball here, obviously plays for City. Be interesting if they can get him forward. So, always important to tell you the group. This Argentina team are in the same group as Algeria. That's why they're playing each other. It would be preposterous if they didn't. But they are also in the same group as Austria and Jordan. So, arguably, I don't know. Algeria, Austria, don't know. Jordan, again, don't know a lot about them. But, yeah, you'd expect Argentina to top this group. Romero and Lisandro Martinez as the centre-backs. Both have had their injury issues this season. I mean, Romero was injured for the end of the season, but he's here for Argentina. Martinez has had his injury issues, but both at the back here. Great to see Lisandro Martinez playing football, actually, because it's been a bit of a... Since the last World Cup, actually, he's had a lot of injuries. Austria playing Jordan at 5 a.m. If you're watching that, you deserve a medal. We've got nearly 5... Oh, Messi! Goal! There it is. Oh, no, he's offside. He's offside. I thought he'd scored. And he's offside. Yeah, it's marginal, but it is just offside. And that was the Messi we all know and love. Got in a one-on-one position on that left foot. Tucked it away, but was just offside. And look, we see that a lot with Ronaldo, actually. It's that with age, I suppose, you lose that. You lose a little bit of pace, so you go a little bit early. But it was a lovely finish. Won't count, though. Still 0-0. Hope you stay healthy, says JBS. Take melatonin. Don't even know what that is. Oh, it helps you sleep. You can only get it on prescription in the UK. Oh, this is that stuff you can get in America. You can get all sorts of stuff in America. Yeah, I know what you're on about now. Hello, Mark. Will Algeria win the World Cup, says Hollow Being. I don't think it's likely. I mean, if we're being honest, the pattern of this game is quite similar to Senegal-France, really. The African team looking to be compact against the favourite. Yeah, there we go. It was a lovely takedown by Martinez to play in Messi, but he definitely was offside. Rig says it's not like Man City. The Kansas City Chiefs playing is called Kansas City, not Kansas. I think that's the confusion, says Rig. There's no confusion here. I actually don't care, but thanks for the clarity. What drink are you having, Mark? Hope all is well. Got another coffee on the go, Hamza. Yeah. Thank you very much for your super chats. I'm not watching the Austria game. Absolutely not. Lovely ball. Take it. He scored it. Is he onside? Is he onside? Algeria, I think, are 1-0 up. It's Chaby. Messi, can't believe it. Shock, shock, horror, shock, shock, horror. Argentina are losing here to Algeria in the first 10 minutes, and it looks like it's been given. Chaby with the goal. Just waiting to see it back. 23-year-old for Frankfurt. Massive goal in the World Cup, this. Offside. I told you I thought he was off. It's a lovely finish. He's took it so well, but I think we've had 2 goals in the first 10 minutes and they're both going to be offside. Looked offside to me. Yeah, very quick. Very quick. 0-0. I tell you what, if this was the Premier League, they'd be still looking at the Messi offside. I mean, this is how quick they are. What a start, though. 2 goals, both offside. And there's the threat from Algeria. It was lovely football as well. But if that's a sign of things to come, we might be in for a good game here. Shay says, I love how quick it is. Constantine says, how was Messi's offside and that wasn't? Riggs? Mate, it was offside. Don't worry about that. Nabil says, I think Argentina will lose. Curse of the former champions. 85th cousin says, do you rate Dybala? Fun fact, he could have played for Poland or Italy. Thank God. No, Italian, says 85th cousin. Dybala doesn't play football anymore, does he? I mean, he's not in this. I don't think. You know, I'm going to find out he's in this squad now. He's 32. Well, not that old then, is he? He's still at Roma. He's not in this squad, is he? No. No, he's not. I mean, Dybala got linked to United a few times. Enzo Fernandez going in hard there. Hi Mark, music talk. Do you like the band The Foo Fighters or the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Says Will. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I wouldn't say them. It's my type of music band, but they're okay. So Jamal says, are you supporting Argentina? I don't think. Lovely play by Al-Nouri. That's a free kick. Lovely play. We've seen that plenty of times for Man City, and we need to see it for Algeria. I don't want France winning games because I think that they're the favourites. With Argentina, I just think Argentina are a really good team. I think that's what won them in the last World Cup. So I don't know. Let's see what Argentina do. I mean, I think they'll cruise through the group stage, but I don't know whether they can win it again. I mean, in the modern game, we haven't seen a back-to-back winner, have we? Since Brazil. Didn't Brazil do it 58-62? And that's not the modern game. Short corner by Algeria. And that should be a corner. This Musa of Feyenoord does look good. Number 11. If they can get him on the ball. But, you know, I think maybe not as bad as Croatia, but they are an experience. I mean, look, I'm not a massive fan of Romero. But Argentina just seems to have this set of players that when they come together, they're very good. Shane says, I think they got the Messi offside wrong. I don't know. I think it was offside, to be fair. Anyway, great first few minutes here. Messi did score a goal. It was marginally offside. Then Chabi scored a goal for Algeria. He was offside. So we've had 2 goals, both ruled out through offside, both correctly. But the sort of game you want to see, actually, in these opening stages. Ashish says, France, Italy, Spain and Germany all lost their first World Cup game after winning it in recent times. Argentina could lose this. The first game curse, yes. This is good play by Argentina, though. Very good play and slightly ahead of Lautaro Martinez there. I mean, they've got some good players on their bench to bring on as well. I mean, Paz, I don't know if he's going to stay at Como, but he's had a brilliant season there. And as I said, Julian Alvarez as well. If Algeria wants to win the World Cup, then they need an Arna. He's a true goat, says Nabil. Yeah, but he's not Algerian, is he? What is the reaction if we lose badly against Croatia, says Ewan. Yeah, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, England on this channel. Ready for that. I think, look, hopefully England won't lose tomorrow. It's coming home. But I think that, well, even in previous World Cups, you could lose your first game and still go through. I think in this World Cup, you might see teams losing 2 games and going through. Although if we lose 2 games, I think we're in big trouble. Kraft says, don't you just love how quick they're deciding whether it's offside or not? Mate, it's night and day. This World Cup, compared to last season's Premier League, it's like a different game. Quick throw-ins, quick corners. Even injured players are being picked up by the referee when they've got a broken leg. No, not broken leg, but you know what I mean. It's quick. Yuki, thanks for your follow on TikTok. Appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, by the way, please click and subscribe. We might have people who are, you know, different time of streaming. Might be quite new to us. So we are only 150 subscribers away from 484,000 on the road to 1.5 million. So please do subscribe. We're doing loads of watch-alongs across this World Cup, and a lot of them will be this sort of time because there are quite a few late night games. So thank you everybody who is tuning in, as always. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Mason and Callum, thanks for your follows as well. Let's see. I mean, one thing I would say, that's been very impressive in this opening 15 minutes is the way Argentina knocked the ball around. I mean, no surprises there, but it's that understanding and fluidity that they have as a team. Of course, Enzo Fernandez will be wanting to put himself in the shop window for a certain Jose Mourinho and Real Madrid. Kartik says, do you think Arsenal would have won the Premier League with these FIFA rules? Well, look, Arsenal won the Premier League. Let's move on. It's the World Cup now, but hopefully the Premier League will bring a lot of these changes in next season, because they're bloody idiots if they don't. Messi playing quite deep there, trying to play a 1-2 with McAllister. Be interesting to see how lovely ball into Messi. Oh my God! Oh my God! Forget Mbappe. Who? What a goal by Lionel Messi. I mean, go back to the pass. I think it's Romero or Martinez plays the pass, gets him into that number 10 position. He runs at the back 4. He finishes it. The question was, will Lionel Messi still be able to deliver on the big stage? I've not seen him play for about 3 years. And the answer is absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. What a fucking goal. Brilliant. It's the right back who gets it into him. Oh, I mean, is it close enough to... It's a bit like Mbappe's, really. It's brilliant, but is it close enough for the keeper? Keeper probably should do a little bit better here. Yes, he should. Keeper's had a fucking... a right fuck up there. It's a great goal by Messi, though. I mean, look, it's a bit like Mbappe's. The keeper probably should do a little bit better, but what a goal by Messi. What a pass. Was it Medina who played the pass? It wasn't Romero and it wasn't Martinez. I think it was the right back. Montiel. I think it was Montiel who played it. Brilliant ball. And how much space do the defenders want to give him, says Wub. Well, we're up late here in Europe, and we've certainly been treated. We've had 2 goals disallowed and a Messi well, I don't know whether you'd call it a worldie because I think the keeper should save it, but still a good goal. Why do you think the keeper let it in? Look, as a goalkeeper, if you get one hand on it, you want to save it. He's had 2 on it. It's just it's just a mistake, isn't it? I mean, he's literally got two hands on it, and you know he's got hands like a packet of Twiglets. But you can't take anything away from Messi. Still got it, Messi. This is his World Cup. Look, that's the exciting thing for me, AMC, is, as I say, I think many of us are in the same boat. I haven't seen Messi play for a few years. He's out in the MLS, still playing for Argentina. In a little bit like Ronaldo, you're sort of like, what can they offer? Well, in this first 20 minutes, you know, you can see that not only, well, in this first 20 minutes, I think he's still Argentina's best player, which when you look at the players that are on that pitch who are playing at the highest level, I mean, that's the biggest compliment I can play. He still looks like he's Argentina's best player. And I think that's very exciting for the World Cup. Because, you know what? Some people, you know, Modric is 40. Ronaldo's 41. Messi's going to be 39 next week. So, you know, you don't... It's not illogical to say, well, they might not be the same player anymore. But I think from what we've seen from Messi early on, he still looks like a very good player. I mean, if he wasn't... Yeah, you know, he could have had 2 goals. Thanks to everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please do subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thanks for all the follows on TikTok. Keep your comments coming in. Good start from Argentina. Algeria haven't been bad. Let's give them a little bit of credit, but they are going to be up against it now. But it's got a good flow to the game. Really, really good flow. Aiden, thanks for the follow. Jenks as well. Looking forward to England later. Yes. Got the Hawkstone beers in already. The weekend's coming early. I don't actually know when... what's the weather like? What, where I am? Or where they are? It's 25 degrees. I'll tell you what we've got to look forward to at half-time as well. This game's on ITV, so we've got the New York skyline at night. I mean, it's a great view anyway, but at night. The heat won't be a problem for either of these teams, South American and an African team anyway. Do you think Snarley will go to Spurs? I think the amount of people that are reporting it probably will happen, you know. Crossing into the box there. Altnori will get it on the far side. It wasn't a hat-trick for Haaland. I thought he might have given that, but apparently it did hit Torsvet. So that's been given to him. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm going to get the piss ripped out of me. So England play next Tuesday against Ghana at 9 o'clock. Tuesday. How do you say Tuesday then? Is it... Because the way my mouth works, it does sound like I'm saying Tuesday. Tuesday. I just can't do it. Anyway, yeah, England play Ghana on the next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And then we play Panama on the Saturday at 10 o'clock. The frequency starts then, doesn't it? Goes from Wednesday night to Tuesday night to Saturday night. So it goes from, yeah. Was it a Messi screamer? Look, in real time, you think he scored a worldie. When you watch it back, it's a good goal, but the keeper should save it. That's how I would describe it. because he gets two hands on it. It's like goes through his hands. Right, hydration break. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I haven't got my goalie gloves. I was actually going to put a pair of goalie gloves and explain it to you. But yeah, he gets two hands on it, and the ball should not be going through two hands like that. It does. He should be getting it over the bar. But it's good for the game that we get a goal anyway. Efren, thanks for the follow. Izzy as well. And SK, thanks for the follow too. Thanks everybody who's tuning in here today. Opinion on the hydration break. I get asked this every watch along. I don't mind the hydration break. I really don't. I think it was down a pub with the lads watching it and the leaders, or I was, watching it in the living room, it would get on my tits. But because we're doing interactive conversation, they'll be back playing again in a minute. So it's not, I'm a bit of a moaner, but genuinely, I don't mind. And also, you've got to look at the balance. I think they've got so much right at this World Cup. I think the stadiums are great, and I think the officiating has been so good. Coming off such a bad Premier League season, with delays and 2-minute bloody corners and 30-second, 40-second throw-ins, it's been great. This is not going to be the best angle. Keeper definitely should save it. It's not even got a dip on it. It's not even like it's one of those shots where it dips down and he should palm it over. The trajectory is high. He should save it. He definitely should save it. On YouTube, we're only 100 subscribers away from 484,000. So please click and subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Join That's Football community. You're all welcome, no matter who you support. Loads of watch-alongs for you. Tomorrow, literally, it's quite funny, actually, because our next watch-along is Ronaldo at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So we're going to go from Messi to Ronaldo. And it's been a great sort of 24 hours in a way, because we've gone from Mbappe, France, to Norway, Haaland, to Messi, Argentina, and Ronaldo. And then Kane. So who's going to come out on top? Messi got 2. Sorry, Mbappe got 2. Haaland got 2. Messi's already got 1. Imagine that. Imagine if Messi gets another 1, Ronaldo gets 2 tomorrow, and Kane gets 2. We'll have some of that. I'll have some of that. Charlie GK, thanks for the follow. Ilu as well. DXM, fine, I've blocked you anyway, so that helps. See you later. They used to have smoke breaks. Charlie Charles says chubby. Thank you, pal. Stay up for Austria-Jordan. Won't be a 0-0. If you stay up for Austria-Jordan, you're not staying up. You're basically not having any sleep, are you? Because it'll finish at 7 a.m. and then it's a new day. Balogun Golden Boot, says Tiger. Well, let me just find this for you. World Cup Golden Boot record is in one World Cup. I'm trying to find this out. What is the record of goals? I think Mbappe's got it, hasn't he, for 2022, 8. and Ronaldo in 2002. Is that right? The record number of goals in one tournament is Mbappe 2022 and Ronaldo 2002, R9, 8. In one tournament, not all together. Just the record number of goals in one tournament. That'll get broke, I think, in a World Cup like this. Fritz says, NBA player Jackson Hayes just became a Slovenian citizen, so he can now play with Luka Doncic. Imagine that being allowed in football. Woke nonsense. I'll tell you what, Argentina are pinging the ball around lovely here. Algeria haven't really done anything since that chance or the offside goal. It is men against boys at the moment. Argentina are just running the game. Why aren't people talking about that pass from DePaul? Well, we did. We noticed it straight away. It was absolutely fantastic. I thought it was Miroslav Klose as well. I thought but I think that's combinations. Lots of people are saying it's actually just Fontaine who scored 13 in one World Cup. Well, there you go then. And Gerd Muller scored 10 in 1970. Well, yeah, we can't just dismiss these people. Think Garnacho should be in this 26. Not unless Argentina have only got 25 decent players. Chiri's actually jumped in with a super chat. The record was French player Just Fontaine who scored 13 goals in the same tournament. That might not get broke then. Eight games maximum you can play in this World Cup. What kind of game do you think Bruno will have, says JBS? I've got to be honest. I think the way Portugal's set up with Ronaldo probably doesn't suit the way Bruno really wants to play. I think Bruno would be brilliant with an Mbappe or a Haaland, somebody, you know, with a bit of mobility. Lots of people saying FIFA protecting Messi. I didn't actually see it. What was I talking about there then to miss that? Here it is. I'm just watching it here. Just trips him up. I see what you mean. From behind, he sort of studs him down the back of the ankles. Yeah, it was completely accidental, isn't it? I don't think that's not a red card for me. You could have given him a yellow, but not for me. Closer record will be broken by who, says James. What's Closer's record? JK, thanks for the follow. And MDME, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, Billy says, I wouldn't say that was aggressive play, just accidental. It's great, isn't it? I feel like that Messi goal is Or maybe it's just because we don't get to watch Messi anymore. The Messi-Ronaldo split, you can see it in the chat. I'm all for it, you know. I thought it had gone. Lock-in, thanks for the follow as well, Benji. Do you enjoy doing this? I love it. I love it. I do. I think it's... this is a lovely bit of play by Argentina, and Algeria defend it well. Yeah, I love it. I think this just... it's not a surprise to me how good this World Cup is in relation to location. If you saw 94, you knew what was coming. It's going to be a really, you know, unique and atmospheric World Cup. So yeah, brilliant. I think the football's been quite good. Most of the games have been quite. I mean, I wouldn't say we've had a classic yet, but I think we've had some good football, which bodes well. And as for the kickoff times, I mean, it's a World Cup. Sometimes it's in an area of the world that's different. So yeah, fair play, ref. I thought he was going to book the Algerian player there for the foul. I was going to say, yeah, you didn't do it. You didn't book Messi. People still arguing Messi versus Ronaldo never gets old, says JBS. Ronaldo will prove you wrong. Wait and watch, says Nabil. Yeah, so going back to that comment from JBS about Bruno, I think he's a good enough player to adapt, but he definitely works better with players that... Messi's just had a shot from a free kick, bloody miles out. Feeling confident. But yeah, I think Bruno works well with a centre striker that can actually get in behind, and I don't think Ronaldo can do that anymore. I think when you've got a striker like Ronaldo, you've got to try and play to his strengths. Hamza says the refs have been great. Premier League refs are terrible or abysmal. Lovely ball by Messi. Early cross there. I think it was Lautaro Martinez, and I think he could have held on to that for a little bit longer. It's Ross from Friends. Nelu says, how did Tchouameni play for France? I thought he was all right. You know, I thought him and Rabiot did okay. I mean, look, they won the game 3-1, didn't they? What's your favourite pair of football boots? I used to love my Puma Kings. Nostalgia. In fact, USA 94, I'd have been wearing Puma Kings. I didn't play in USA 94, by the way. What do you think about the Norway match, says Ollie? I think from a Norway point of view, well, thanks for the follows, Edmund and Buzzy. I think from a Norway point of view, you can't really ask for anything more. I thought they were, 4 goals. I think they look a bit vulnerable defensively. I honestly think it's going to be very interesting against Senegal because they look a little bit, look a little bit slow. But, they lived up to their billing. Lovely ball by Messi. Argentina still on the attack. They'd love another one before half time. Well, we've still got 7 minutes. I think the impressive thing from Messi is the movement, isn't it? It's still really quick. Ronald says, should Anthony Gordon be starting for England? I trust Tuchel. I think it's a big... hopefully it's going to be a long tournament for England. Whatever team he starts with against Croatia might not be the team that starts if we get to a quarter-final or a semi-final. So, I trust Tuchel. Let's see how it pans out. That's what he's paid to do. Connor says, would you take Tyler Adams from Bournemouth for United? I do like him, but we've already got Edison. I'd be a bit uninspired if we bought Tyler Adams and Edison as 2 of our 3 midfielders. Yeah, Algeria are struggling here to, and that's a testament to how well Argentina are playing. Throb says Messi would have been off if this was the Prem. Oh God, still people talking about that. Danny44 on TikTok, thanks for your follow. That's a good ball into the box. Algeria is overran that, but it is a corner. Yes, Jared, there is a very real prospect that England could play Mexico in the round of 16 in Mexico at the Azteca. That would be very, very difficult. Basically, a home game for Mexico at altitude. But there is a possibility of that. And if we win that game, there's a possibility of Brazil in Miami in the quarterfinal. Ooh, cross came in for Algeria, headed it wide. There is a 2 a.m. quarterfinal, yes. It wasn't really Ross from Friends. I don't know who it was. Evan says, all of these games are absolutely flying by. Yeah, only 5 minutes to go to half-time. The reason the games are flying by is because the ball's in play all the time. Lovely play by Algeria here. If he can slip him in. Good interception, though. Good defending by Argentina. Now Messi. Still got a bit of pace about him there. Still on the attack. He's going to shoot, you know, over the bar. Not Messi. Almada. I'm sure I used to have him on my career modes, didn't I? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I used to have Almada on my TUSFC career modes. Messi's looking sharp, says Adrian. Nell says, what is your opinion about the cooling breaks? Mate, I cannot be asked that question again on a super chat. I feel guilty. I've been asked it so many times. And how did Tchouaméni play for France? I've been asked that as well. I feel like I need to give you a different answer here. Tchouaméni played okay for France. You know, did exactly what he says on the tin, really. You know, controlled the defensive side of the games, rotated the ball quite simply. Water breaks, hydration breaks, cooling breaks, I don't really have a problem with them. I just would, as long as it's just for the World Cup where it's hot, I don't have a problem with them. We don't want them in the Champions League. We don't want them in the Premier League. We don't need them. Alex says, can you shout out the Ricks? Love the streams. Shout out to the Ricks. Thanks, Alex. Albert says, it shows you can't ask someone like Messi or Ronaldo to press. Very naive of Ten Hag to treat Ronaldo like any other player, and Messi is playing great. Raphael, Grant, and Benjamin, and Jack, thanks for your follows, and Poker as well, and Jill. We had Jack and Jill. Dennis, thanks for your super chat. Dennis Lyons. Stephen says, I'm stoked for this World Cup. 143 says, I think Algeria are quite a weak team. Well, this is lovely play. And he shoots over the bar. I don't think Algeria are a weak team. I think they've done okay. I just think Argentina have been very good. JBS says, Italy is not here. Feels like missing your best friend. And Chase says, the kits look so much better without sponsors. I think Milan will be a very tough job for Amram DB. I agree. If we get Argentina versus Portugal, internet will be unbearable, says Donald. I think in my World Cup predictor, there was Argentina-Portugal quarter-final. I mean, it's a very different Ronaldo and Messi, isn't it? But it's still Ronaldo versus Messi. Algeria on the attack here. It's done well. And side netting cross. 85th Cousin says, any plans tomorrow? Yeah, watch England. Have a few beers. Which kit will you buy, Hamza? I don't think I am going to buy a kit this year. Last World Cup I bought quite a few, but sorry, there's a few idiots in the chat I'm just blocking. Mark, what's your favourite memory of Messi and Ronaldo at the World Cup since it's their last one, and who will fill their boots? I don't. I've been asked this a few times. Your favourite memory of the World Cup. I don't know whether my brain just operates differently to everybody else, but I don't actually have a back catalogue of, oh, this World Cup moment, that World Cup moment. So I don't really know, is the honest answer. Good run by Out-Nouri, but they've tracked him there, but it's dropped. Corner to Algeria. Sher says, what's the worst team so far? I'd say South Africa and Turkey. Well, Curacao weren't very good. Mac4, thanks for the follow. Corner headed away. And Messi gets up. But Algeria win it back. Vic says Martinez doing well so far. Ali says, hi Mark, question, what got you doing football commentary? I don't know whether this is, I mean, this is just watching a game of football as a community, isn't it? But the idea to do this just was like, started United Stand, was doing match reactions and previews, and someone said, why can't you, could you just go live when a game's on? And I was like, what do you mean live when a game's on? You'd be watching me watch a game of football. And that was the idea, and we started doing it, and here we are 10 years later. What's your favourite genre during the World Cup season, says Peter? Filth. That's not my genre. You're being filth. That's what I mean. Ash says, why the Algerian crowd doing ole when they're losing? Probably just having a great time. So watch-alongs wasn't your idea, mate. Let's just watch a game of football. You're just trying to wind people up. Do you think Martinez is going to leave Villa? Lovely play here, and it ends up in Martinez's arms. If Amorim flops at Milan, end of the road for him, says Albert. Well, I don't know. I think it's a bit sad that, well, I suppose it's opinion, isn't it? Everyone's entitled to them. There are United fans that want Amorim to fail. I think that's just a bit vindictive, to be honest with you. I don't think Amorim did anything wrong at United. Didn't work out. He got sacked. I don't know why people would want him to do badly. Scooby and Boss, thanks for your follows. Appreciate you. Andrew as well. Oasis says, those Algerians spent a lot of money to get there. I'd be having a good time. Hi, Mark. Been following you since 2017. Been loving the World Cup watch-alongs, mate. How's the back? It's up and down. It's it's up and down. Cross into the box, McAllister gets on the end of it. He had a crap season for Liverpool, didn't he, last season? The quality of player he'd been in the championship, in the Champions winning season, wasn't great. Half time, stretch time. Oh, talking about back, I felt that then. Yes, so look, my thoughts on that half is, we're going to get to see the New York skyline in a minute. Let's go on to the break. Yeah, my thoughts on that half of football are that, well, there was a few things really. One, how good are Argentina as the holders? Two, has Messi still got it? And I think the answer to both those questions is Messi, yes, still has got it. And Argentina, again, look like a very good team that are going to be... And if you think back to the Qatar World Cup, it wasn't that Argentina bowled everybody over. When you think about the Netherlands and even France, on their route to the final, it wasn't that they were bowling teams over. It's just that they have this great tenacity and togetherness, and that makes them very hard to beat. Cop de God, Subortive, and Ollie and Tom, thanks for your follows on TikTok. Artin as well. I've done that one as well. I think this is a great point from, if I can read it. Mr. Sparkle says, Algeria needs to be more brave on the ball. I agree with that. Daniel Svensson says, if people watch the MLS, they know Messi's still world class. Yeah, but no one watches the MLS, mate. So, yeah. Why would we watch the MLS? I suppose that's the blunt answer, Daniel. Why would we? It's like the Saudi League. No one watches that either. Doesn't mean that there's not good players in it, but yeah. Chris says, I'm at work. I'm busy. Can I get a shout out? Get back to work, Chris. Tom Rooney, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. And the Theatre of Dreams says, if France can't beat Iraq with 3+ goals, it might get very interesting. Why? Sebas says, age of question how Messi would have done in the Premier League. Yeah, I think that's, look, that's a separate conversation to, what we've got in front of us here is, can Messi inspire Argentina to another World Cup win, i.e. trophy? But yeah, I'd love to have seen Messi. Look, prime Messi and prime Ronaldo, it's night and day to what we're getting now. And I'd love to have seen Messi playing in the Premier League, but never going to happen, is it? Mark, you should commentary with Peter Dury. This is Hamza. Mark, why has diving and feigning disappeared, says Oil Cruiser. What in what context? I don't think it has. I still think people go down, trying to con the referee. Nabil says Mark is just sad because Southgate isn't managing. I'm over the bloody moon that Southgate isn't managing. To be honest with you. Appreciate that. Abdi, thanks for the follow. Austin, thanks for the follow as well. Why do you hate the MLS? Well, I don't agree with... I just don't have... We just don't... Honestly, we just don't get any coverage of it in the UK. It never gets spoken about. It's the same about the Saudi League. Occasionally, you know that Ronaldo's playing because you're on social media and people will go, Ronaldo scored, and you'll go, okay, he scored in the Saudi League. But there's no coverage of the MLS in the UK. There's no coverage of the Saudi League in the UK. Look, we've had Bundesliga rights on a Friday night. It's a good league. Harry Kane, Elise, they play in the Champions League, these players as well. But a lot of people don't have a lot of time beyond the Premier League and the Champions League and some European, some people watch Bundesliga, some people watch La Liga, some people watch Serie A. So I don't think people have time for the MLS, really. Do you remember Batistuta in the 94 World Cup? Says Jay. Yes, I do. I do. Fantastic striker. Look at that. This is what I've been waiting for. Look at that. I haven't actually watched ITV when it's been dark in New York yet, but that is, I mean, it's an amazing background in the day, but that is just beautiful. The New York skyline from Brooklyn. I've just realised I've just said, look at that, it's beautiful, and there's only Duncan Ferguson on the telly. Not my cup of tea, Duncan. That's beautiful. Look at that. Freedom Tower, the financial district of New York from Brooklyn. It looks great. Doctor has said it's not New York, it's Kansas City. Someone tell him. Daniel, you've done it again. You know what, Daniel? You really do get on the mod's nerves. I'm putting you in a timeout for 10 minutes. The amount of times Daniel Svensson, right, he gets his comment read and then he keeps asking it again. I mean, who does that, right? Who in a live chat gets their comment read and then types it out again and again and again? And the mods keep telling me he's a serial offender of that. I just don't. I literally just read it out and then it comes up again. He won't be doing it again, that's for sure. Still people talking about a Messi red card. Absolutely not. The keeper had to save that. Look at this. Look at this shot. It's a good hit by Messi, but it's not dipping. Oh my God. Poppadom wrists. He must have had olive oil on his gloves. He should have saved it. He definitely should have saved it. JBS says, I've seen an MLS game. I envy Europe. Who do you think is the better player, Yamal or Elise? I think Yamal's the more talented player, but I think right here, right now, Elise is better. Yeah. Juan says, I'm American. It's a garbage league. And the MLS is getting quite a lot of stick here. All-time World Cup history goal scorers combined, Klose's on 16, Ronaldo's on 15, Messi's on 14, and Mbappe's on 14. That makes this an even more interesting World Cup. I mean, Mbappe's going to break that record, isn't he, as the younger player? Tig says, if an MLS game started in my street, I'd close the curtains. Yeah. Just going back to that super chat from Jay about Batistuta. He was a fantastic striker. Again, a striker I wouldn't mind seeing him play in the Premier League, but I think Batistuta spent all of his career. I mean, there's a quiz question. I think he spent all of his career, apart from origin, in Italy. So yeah, he came from Newell Old Boys to River Plate, to Boca Juniors, to Fiorentina, to Roma, and then he finished off in Al Arabi, which is a Qatar football club. Scored 168 goals in 269 games for Fiorentina. That's where I remember him. And 56 goals in 78 games for Argentina. But yeah, it's very good. Batty goal. That's what they called him, isn't it? Yeah. Let me just give you a little bit of a run through of our schedule for the next couple of days. I'm going to go all the way through to Saturday night, actually. So we will do that now. Please, if you're on YouTube, we've currently got 7,000 people watching. Please click and subscribe. Bottom right hand corner if you haven't subscribed before. We are only 100 subscribers away from 484,000. So thank you everybody who's tuning in. See if we can hit that. Play the game. Thanks for the follow. WX1F as well. And JA. Thanks for your follows. People still talking about the red card for Messi, which I just do not think was a red card. Didn't even get a yellow card, but that's just my opinion. Mazza is promising youngster. City and Chelsea are leading candidates for his signing. Well, he was my player to watch for Algeria, Mazza. He's only 20, plays for Bayer Leverkusen, the number 22. He's done all right. But let me run you through our schedule. There is a game at 5 a.m. So this game will finish at about 4. There is a game at 5, which is Austria-Jordan, if you're getting up early or you're staying up even later. We're not doing that. We are back at 6 p.m. UK time for Portugal against Congo. And then 9 p.m, well, it won't be coming home, but it's England against Croatia. Excited about that one. So that's our next 2 watch-alongs. Portugal against Congo at 6, and then England against Croatia at 9, both on this channel. As I said, Austria play Jordan at 5 a.m. in a couple of hours if you want to watch that. And then the rest of the week, we've got, Ghana play Panama at midnight tomorrow night, but we're not doing that. And Uzbekistan play Colombia at 3 a.m. We won't be doing that. On Thursday at 5 o'clock, we've got Czech Republic against South Africa. At 8 o'clock, it's Switzerland against Bosnia. And then 11 o'clock, we've got Canada against Qatar. And then 2 a.m, it's Mexico against South Korea. I think we're doing all of those, actually, on Thursday. And then the weekend's really good, games-wise. You've got United States against Austria, Friday night at 8. Scotland against Morocco, Friday night at 11. And then Brazil against Haiti at 1:30 a.m. Saturday morning. And then Saturday night, 6 o'clock, Netherlands against Sweden. And then 9 o'clock, Germany, Ivory Coast. I think both those games will be very interesting, in fact. Seeing how they do. 6 till 8, yeah. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Ooh. Jose says it's not coming home, mate. I say it is coming home. Look, I know I'm in the minority, but and I've got to say France looked dauntingly good, but I just think it's coming home. On the red card conversation with Messi, excuse me, it is 3 a.m. On the red card or yellow card or foul thing from Messi, I think that you could have given him a yellow, but I mean, why would you give him a red? He sort of what essentially happens is there's a bit of a coming together, and he sort of treads down on the back of the calf of the player accidentally. I think it would be, I tell you what, if they'd have given him a red card for that, I would have said it was very harsh. Very, very harsh indeed. Yeah. Talks United says studs on the back of the leg, but not every time studs go on someone's leg is it deliberate, reckless, or out of control. It was an accident. There was nothing. It's not a red card. And if Ronaldo did it tomorrow, I'd say it's not a red card as well. It's, yeah, I think we're clutching at that, to be honest. They haven't even, made a big deal of it there. No career mode content coming soon, Rui. No. Mark Murphy, thanks for your follow. Boca says, can Argentina win back-to-back? It'll be tough, mate. It will be tough. But the thing that Argentina have is they are... They're a brilliant team with immense camaraderie and togetherness. But it will be hard. Sweet Rye Guy says, I think Argentina are very good to watch. Well, somebody said it at half time, and I think it's true. I think Algeria need to be a little bit more brave. Myla, I literally said I'm not doing any more career mode, so there won't be any more playthroughs for the World Cup, no. Where would I get the bloody time to do it as well? We're doing like 3 or 4 watch-alongs a day at the moment. Julian says this shows that you know nothing about football. Well, it shows that you're very bad at debate because you haven't even told me what you disagree with, so I win that argument. Pawani, thanks for the follow, and Paddy as well. Appreciate you. Messi has always been in another planet from Ronaldo. You know what? It's making it slightly displeasurable for me because I love Ronaldo as a Man United fan, but I also like Messi. I've always appreciated both of them, and I don't know. I find it. I don't know what the word is, but I find it like whatever that word is, childish. I think that's the word. You should, you know, if you love Ronaldo over Messi or you love Messi over Ronaldo, you should still have the ability to see the quality of both players. Algeria about to kick it off here. There's actually been a sub. Montiel's gone off for Molina for Argentina. I mean, that's got to be injury, surely, I would say. Okay, let me get rid of this person as well. God. You definitely get a different crowd post-midnight, don't you? Thanks for the follow, Craig and Lone Wolf. And Rab and Niall. Well, I tell you what, from what's been impressive as well about Argentina as well, they're hungry. They're really, you can see it, they're really hungry in the tackle, the intensity. There's no complacency about them here. Messi doesn't have a yellow. There's no... Oh, I don't think he has a yellow. We have a quick confirmation of that. No, we're not had any yellow cards. How's the World Cup sticker book coming along? Mate, we're sort of at that point of no return, but we're not going to complete it. You know, we're still getting stickers, but it's just not going to get completed. It's 48 teams. It's a joke. Lindsay says, fun fact, Algeria keeper is Zinedine Zidane's son. Is that actually true? Because why have I never heard of that? If you are doing the World Cup sticker book and it's going well for you, well done. It is true. How did I not know that? That is literally, that is madness. That's the first time I've heard that. That really does surprise me. DJP says, love the channel. Been following for years. Can you walk a bit slower though, as my knee gets sore? All right, okay, I get it. I was lost there. It is 3:10 in the morning. JBS says fatigue. 85th cousin, thanks for your super chat. He says thoughts about the throw-in rule next season in the Premier League. Delo might be useless. Well, he won't be able to run out. He won't be able to run from one side of the pitch to the other, will he? Oh, I knew, Jack, I knew Zidane had Algerian roots, but I didn't know that his son played in goal for Algeria. The better and more alien Messi is regarded as being, the more impressive it is that Ronaldo surpassed him in certain seasons through sheer hard work. Well, I've always said that about Messi and Ronaldo. Messi is the God-given talent, and Ronaldo is the work at it talent. And in life, you can take something from both. Messi's what you should do with talent, and Ronaldo is what you do if you want to get to the top through hard work. Mark and Barrow, thanks for your follows. Good play. Here's Messi again. I think he was thinking about shooting, but he tried to dink it over the Algeria defence. Messi again. He's getting a lot of space. He's going to shoot again over the bar that time. There he is, Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City quarterback. Kansas Chiefs quarterback. Arguably the best in the world. Messi is getting a lot of space. Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, Algeria are giving a lot of space to... I mean, I don't know why they're doing it, but... You know, if they're not learning their lesson, don't give him that amount of space in a game like this. Rubble's joining in from Buffalo once more. Kudos to you in the community. I spent my day explaining to my co-workers that we call it goals, not points. How you doing well, pal? Oil Cruiser says, childish indeed. We are lucky to witness each. I certainly don't think Messi would have hit the heights he did, and Ronaldo would have hit the heights he did if they didn't have each other. I was watching something, a documentary last week actually, about Ronaldo and Messi, and it sort of mirrored, the whole thing was mirroring their career in a sort of, you know, competitive way. And it's true, they almost pushed each other to different levels. Argentina on the break here, right hand side, not a lot of pace there though. Need to cut it back, crap. Comes to Messi, doesn't get there. They wasted that a little bit, Argentina, to be honest. KW says, do you think if it was Portugal versus Argentina final, it would be the most watched match in history? I mean, look, God, my back is killing me today. The World Cup is going to be a very watched game anyway, isn't it? Adding to that, it's Ronaldo against Messi, and I suppose it would be. I mean, Messi has already won it. I mean, does that change it a little bit? But I mean, Ronaldo has said he's not motivated by winning the World Cup, but he's won everything else, hasn't he? I actually... To be honest, I do actually agree with Ronaldo in relation to what he says about the World Cup. Hold on. Oh no, Algeria. I thought they were on the attack there, but Argentina deal with it quite well. I do sort of agree with Ronaldo. I think if you play for Argentina, here is Messi. Slips it in. Good shot, Martinez. Good save by the keeper. There'll be more goals in this second half. How do you... Actually, I want to ask that. I'll come back to that Ronaldo point in a moment. How highly do you rank Lautaro Martinez as a forward in the world game? Because, you know, he's had a very good career. 28 now. Just looking at his stats. 132 goals in 267 games. He is quite prolific. I mean, I think he's the sort of player that if you brought him to a Premier League club, he'd score a lot of goals. I would pay for an England-Argentina final, says Oil Cruiser. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Mahomes is close. Yeah, I mean, current players, though, just pace. I mean, for me, Tom Brady's on a different level as an all-timer quarterback. But actively playing at the moment, I think Mahomes is arguably the best. I do like Josh Allen at Buffalo. Angus, thank you very much for your super chat. How was the first half, says Mo. I overslept after taking a nap between matches. I don't think that was a good idea. No, I think you've got to try and stay active. You've only got an hour. MCFC Jose says Martinez is a top 15 striker in the world. D-Doc and Javidi, thanks for your follows. I'd say Lautaro Martinez is probably a top 10 striker in the world, to be fair. Obviously, you're going to have your Harry Kanes and your Haalands, your Lewandowskis, your Mbappes, but I'd put him between the 5 and 10. I really want to see Paz come on from Argentina as well. You know, he's still young, but he's had a very good season with Como. I would like to see him come on and see what he's all about. Alvarez is on. He's come on for Lautaro Martinez. I got him benched. Well, they're not messing around. Argentina. Molina came on at half-time for Montiel, and he's just brought Gonçalves on for Almada and Alvarez on for Lautaro Martinez. So Almada's gone off. Gonçalves on of Atletico Madrid. Who to blame, says poll on Spanish-English commentary for World Cup. No, we're not doing that. That sounds really boring. And I don't think people would understand the context because we don't get Spanish commentary in England. Jackson, Hug, thank you very much for follow. Prayed as well. And Pablo. Daniel says, are you going to watch the Austria game? I think if I tried to watch that Austria game, I'd be crying with tiredness. I don't think I'd be able to watch it, actually. I really don't. Probably will be a good game, though, because you know, even Iran, New Zealand last night had 4 goals in it, didn't it? Point about Ronaldo in the World Cup, says Dutch Madness. I'm going to sneeze. I don't know why that's happening. Must be a bit of dust. Super Mario says, don't you think Messi is ghosting in the second half? Evo Shane, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so Ronaldo said a few times in relation to winning the World Cup with Portugal, is it like his holy grail? And he's basically said no. But I do sort of understand that, because I think if you like, for Messi, the comparison's lovely ball by Messi there. They've got a 3v2. They need to move it quick. Oh, good defending to put it out for a corner, because it was going to go to the back post and it could have been a very good chance, but good defending by Mandy. I think like if you're Messi before he'd won the World Cup, Maradona, Argentina have won the World Cup, so it's sort of it's in your grasp, I suppose, and it's on your bucket list, isn't it? But with Ronaldo, Portugal have never won the World Cup, so I think it's I think it was always more achievable for Messi to win the World Cup because Argentina have done it, but for Portugal they've never done it. So I don't think Ronaldo probably looked at it as something that was massively achievable. But when you look at the squad they've got now, I think they've got a great chance of winning it, you know? Goal, Messi, 2-0. That's probably the game. He won't score an easier goal, but he's got two. The same as Mbappe and the same as Haaland. Messi again, 2-0. He'll never score an easier goal. Well, he probably will. But it's the Messi show for Argentina, and he's loving it. You can tell he's loving it. I don't know who hits the first shot. Messi's got it on the far side. Clearance comes in. Alexi McAllister hits it. Oh, keeper's had a bloody nightmare, hasn't he? Keeper's had a nightmare. In general, I think he's had a nightmare, the keeper. Alexi McAllister's shot wasn't very good. He does an Anana and, you know, knocks it into space. And Messi's there for the tap-in. Fair play to Messi. He's on a hat-trick. Yeah. Algeria, it was going to be hard enough without the goalkeeper making these types of mistakes. Mbappe, Haaland and Messi at the World Cup, not a bad day, says Alpha. Yeah, and we've got Ronaldo and Kane to come later. It's always good, though, I think, when the Golden Boot, when the top players are actually scoring goals. It makes it, you know, competitive. And, of course, Argentina have still got to play Jordan. So, you know, there might be a few goals there. There's no one like him, says Robert McCormack. I'm just really pleased that he looks good. As I said, I hadn't really seen him play for a while. And the fear is that, you know, it's reputational, but it's not. You know, he's still their best player. And to be fair, Constantine did say Argentina would take Algeria apart, and although it's only 2 at the moment, it's a convincing 2-0. Algeria really have not posed a threat at all for any part of this game, apart from that chance they had that was offside in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, no shots on target. Toothless is what you would call it. Big Lucas, thanks for the follow on TikTok. We've had 50 subscribers in the last few minutes on YouTube. We're only 50 away from 484,000. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel or you're new, please click and subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're literally 54 away from 484,000. So thanks everyone who's getting involved. Remember, loads of watch-alongs on this channel. Our next one is 6 o'clock tonight UK time, Portugal, Congo, and then it's the big one, England, Inglaterra. I've got me beers ready. We're ready to go. Braden, Chensby, and Dim, thanks for your follows. Mahrez is on, Amoura's on, and Ayor's on. I think this is it. Maybe I'm thinking about someone else. I mean, Riyad Mahrez is 35 now, but if Messi can do what Messi's doing, then Mahrez, maybe he can still offer something. You'd still expect Algeria to get through this group. Jordan. I haven't really looked at their squad. Jordan national team players. Yeah, most of them playing in Jordan. Altamari, their captain, plays for Rennes, but that's about it, really. A good save by the keeper that time. Messi was on the hat-trick. Infantino's getting very excited there. And I think Lionel Messi was a bit slow. Tell you what, one bit of feedback for this World Cup. Why is it when we get a chance, the instant replay is so slow? It goes to the crowd before it goes to the chance. I haven't even seen it yet. Jared says, I've got a friend that knows people close to the camp with England. Apparently Pickford is out with a broken wrist. He's out of the tournament and he's usually right. I think I'm going to call the word bullshit, but you know, if you're right, we can all remember it, but I think we'd all know that alpha by now. England camp leaks more than a bloody sieve. Algeria with the cross. Martinez is there to clear it. Lissandro. I'm going to call him Lissandro because they've got a Martinez in goal. Oh yeah, Ronaldo will be fully aware of Messi's goals tonight. He'll be fully aware of Mbappe and Haaland's goals tonight. And, you know, these are the things that have motivated him in the past. I discovered you and subscribed today, says TK Moon. I have a question. I'm a Man United fan, and if Portugal wins, do you think Bruno should win the Ballon d'Or? I don't think Portugal winning the World Cup will win the Ballon d'Or for Bruno. We didn't play in the Champions League, and we finished third in the Prem, so I think it's more likely Vitinha wins it or João Neves, to be honest. But to be honest with you, if Portugal win the World Cup, then they'll probably give it to Ronaldo. But it's nice for Argentina now. They're 2-0 up. They can just sit back and soak up the pressure. Ooh, good shot there from the edge of the box, but the keeper's got it covered. There's not a video showing what my setup looks like, Garrett. No. There might be one day. Liam, thanks for the follow. And good boy. Hydration break, which means stretch break. Oh, God. I tell you what, it's hurting me every time I get up at the moment. Oh. Will we see our first hat-trick of the World Cup? Messi, maybe a penalty or something like that. Where would United finish in the World Cup, says Tan? Nowhere, because we're not a country. We're just a football club. Hamza's having a non-alcoholic pina colada. And Blanco says, loving that you're up doing watch-alongs. You're getting a little taste of what the rest of the world has to endure. You're a man of the people. Do you think FIFA should adopt Wenger law for offside? No. Thanks for your nice message, but absolutely no. Wenger's offside rule is shit. You know, daylight between the player and the defender. People are just defending the edge of the box. You won't be able to play the offside trap anymore. Ali says Messi's still the best player in the world. Well, he's not. He's not the best player in the world anymore. He's still a fantastic player, but he's not the best player in the world. TK says, I forget about Vitinha with PSG winning the Champions League. Sorry for my ignorance. I'm Korean American. It's not ignorance, mate. It's just an opinion. Robert McCormack says, if Scotland win it, will McTominay get Ballon d'Or? That was that Messi chance for the hat-trick. And that's incredible by the keeper, because on that one, with one hand, he has a strong wrist, but with two... Okay, we're just caught up on that. Sam says, let's appreciate this. Honestly, as a United fan, Messi is just on another level to everyone. '67 Slammer and Umar and Rainer, thanks very much for your follows. He hasn't brought Paz on yet, has he? I really do want to see him on. He's not on yet for Argentina. I feel bad. I mean, Austria have got to play Argentina. Jordan have got to play Argentina. So, you know, you'd expect Argentina to cruise through to the top of the group now. Austria, I love the way Rangnick gets them playing, but I think not having Baumgartner for a nation that small, it's quite a big blow, really. So he missed it through injury. What's your favourite stadium so far, Mark? Toronto is the only stadium that was actually built for football. I like the Azteca in Mexico, Jeremy, but I think it's been a fantastic World Cup so far, and I think all the stadiums bring that World Cup feel in their own way. The Algerian goalkeeper is Zidane's son. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a few things you could say about that, but he's not had a great game. Alvarez into Messi. He wants a penalty there. Keeper said, well, that would be the hat-trick. He definitely wanted a penalty there. It was a shove in the back, but not going to happen. RPG says Paz plays in Messi's spot. That's probably why he's not on. Ray Cowley says the Champions League expanded now, World Cup and maybe looking to expend it more. FIFA clearly all about money and not player welfare whilst dilute quality of games. All very fair points, Ray. Runak says thoughts on Ollie to Ipswich. I mean, I'd love him to do well, but I don't think he's a top coach, really, to be honest with you. And also, even if he is a top coach, Ipswich are going to get relegated, aren't they? I don't think Ipswich are going to stay up. It'd be an amazing job if they did. Algerian goalkeeper is Zidane's son, says Christian. And Callum says, I'm just getting back into football from Australia. That Wenger offside law sounds so bad. Love your work. Thank you very much, pal. $20 subscribers away from 484,000. Please click and subscribe if you're on YouTube, bottom right-hand corner. Do you think Argentina is winning because of Zidane's performance, says Juan? Well, Zidane is there, and that is his son. I don't know what's the face mask about. I mean, there's obviously an issue. Look, in fairness, he should have saved the Messi one. I think the first one, he probably should have dealt with the shot better, but those things happen. Yeah, that tackle or foul on Messi, definitely seen them given. He broke his jaw, Mark. Would you have given a penalty, though? Would I have given a penalty? Yeah, because then Messi would have got a hat-trick. Here they are again, Argentina. Into Messi. He's looking at it. He's done it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We are not worthy. A World Cup hat-trick for Messi in Argentina's first game in this World Cup. And if this is a sign of things to come, I've already told you this World Cup's amazing. It's bloody amazing. Incredible. I mean, it's incredible. I don't think I was expecting this tonight from Messi. A World Cup hat-trick. And it starts with him as well. He gets the ball out wide. Takes up his position on the edge of the box. Gets it back. Curls it in the bottom corner. I mean, this is not a player that's on the wind down. This is not a player that's on the drop off. I mean, he's playing against, you know, players 10, 15 years younger than him. And he's finding the space to curl it in the bottom corner like that. And he's just tied the record as well, I think, for the World Cup. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a brilliant World Cup. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, if he's got 3 goals already and they've got people like Jordan to play and they're going to go deep in the tournament, you know, maybe that golden boot ain't going to an Mbappe. Algeria. I mean, and fair play to Constantine. I don't know whether he's in the chat, but this could be 4. But fair play. He said that Argentina will take Algeria to pieces, and they have. They really have. I'm loving it. You know, as I said, I mean, it's a 2 o'clock game. You don't need to stay up and watch the 2 a.m. games, really. It's only the group stage, isn't it? But I wanted to have a look at Argentina, and it's made it fully worth it. As I said, there's two things I wanted to see. Argentina as the holders, how good are they going to be in this tournament? And secondly, Messi, you know, we're running out of times to actually watch him. And they've both passed the test with flying colours. Argentina look like a very good team again. And Messi is still a player that can run things for them. He might be coming off here because Paz is coming on. Letharbu says you said he wasn't going to get a hat-trick. I don't remember saying those words. I mean, it is 20 to 4 in the morning, but I don't actually remember saying that. Nearly 9,000 people watching on YouTube, by the way. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Loads of watch-alongs on here. Tell you what, I was feeling quite tired about 20 minutes ago, but Messi's woke me up. I mean, it's just inspiring. Incredible. Thanks for all the follows on TikTok, by the way. We're 5 subscribers away from 484,000. So if you haven't subscribed, please click and subscribe on YouTube. Let's hope we can hit that. Argentina's next game is a good point, actually. That's something I haven't even looked at in this. Well, it'll be Austria or Jordan. And they play again on Monday at 6 o'clock against Austria, so that'll be a good game. And then the final game is going to be Jordan, where if they beat Austria, they'll have 6 points. They can rest players, can't they? France are playing Iraq at 10 o'clock that night as well. What do you think about Algeria? Disappointed, really. They're not a terrible team. You know, on paper, they're not a terrible team. And yet, they have played pretty terrible. Yeah, I mean, look, you go through that team. It's got a lot of players from around Europe. Algeria, I'm talking about. And they should be a little bit more competitive than what they have been. So yeah, one of the more disappointing performances from the World Cup so far. So I think Messi's coming off. For Paz. Still about 9 minutes to go. Will Black says, what's your opinion on Pogba's interview saying United win the Premier League in the next 3 years? I don't think Pogba's got a bloody clue whether Man United can win the league. It means, you know, it's hard enough for a United fan to predict how that's going to happen. I mean, it's just words, isn't it? There's a lot of things that would need to happen. It's not impossible, but there's a lot of things that would need to happen. Well, look, it's amazing to see that Messi do that anyway because he's an amazing player, but also great for the World Cup to have its first hat-trick as well. Kamikaze says Argentina could go back-to-back. Yeah, but Argentina do look good, but, you know, this is Algeria ain't Germany, are they? They're not France. They're not Portugal. I'm pretty confident we'll see Argentina in and around the quarterfinals, the semi-final, or the final. But you know, we'll have to wait and see how they measure up. Having said that, a lot of people do think that we won't see a European country win it. In which case, Argentina probably are the favourites. Ooh. 2 subscribers away from 440,000. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. 484,000. Yeah, the dog's a Messi fan. Wants to come in and watch, but not allowed. Free kick on the edge of the box for Algeria. I thought he was going to give a yellow card then as well. Do you think Ronaldo will score a hat-trick tomorrow? Well, I don't actually. No, I don't. I think those days are gone where, you know, Messi scores a hat-trick for Barcelona and Ronaldo does it the next day for Real Madrid. A hat-trick at 38 at the highest level, the World Cup. I don't think people understand how crazy this is. Simply the greatest. Also, Mark, thank you very much. You're the GOAT. AB, thanks for your super chat. Appreciate you. Mahrez, straight into the wall. I never predict Ronaldo scoring goals in tournaments for Portugal because he doesn't tend to score that many goals, does he? In recent tournaments. I think I'm right about that. Messi will be 39 during the World Cup, yeah. Ray's in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Ray. Says, as Manchester United fan, I always be Ronaldo, but I must say Messi is goated. A hat-trick at this age is legendary stuff. Messi better than Ronaldo, undisputed, says Akin. Hypo says that Messi guy is quite good. And Juan says, sorry Mark, but the final is going to be France-Argentina again. You might be right. Skull says, Messi playing like this at 38 is mind-blowing. Wilcox on the phone to Beckham, says Robert McCormack. Sam says, what a day for football. And Boris says, I'll be slightly sad to see Klose's record fall. I remember he feasted on Saudi Arabia for a lot of his goals in 2002, my favourite World Cup. Well, it's the longevity of players now, isn't it? That, you know, the Klose record was always going to get beat. Good play by Mahrez. Cuts it back. He's still got it. Little dink. Are you going to go for a run after this? I might run myself a bloody bath. Oh, I can't wait to get into bed. My body, I am tired, but my body actually just needs some bloody recuperation. Concerned Citizen said Pele scored a hat-trick in the World Cup at 17. What's that got to do with the price of bread? Well, someone in the chat just said Messi's going to feast against Jordan. He might not play against Jordan because their next game's Austria, and if they win that, they'll have 6 points. Would you even bother using Messi in a game like that when you don't need to? Keeper did have a stinker. I mean, you've got to put your hands up. Like the third goal, very, very good. The second goal, tap in. Keeper should have done better on McAllister's shot. The first goal, he definitely should have saved it. Maz says the chat's gone down at 1,500 since Messi got subbed. We've still got over 7,000 watching, to be fair. And, you know, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning in Europe, so. But this is going to complete our marathon of watch-alongs. We started off with France at 8 o'clock last night, and we're going to finish off with Argentina winning 3-0 here, as things stand, at 4 a.m. So thank you everybody who's tuned in with us again. Loving the World Cup. And I think it's been a day where we've got to see a few teams that we've been waiting to see as well. Are Norway any good? France obviously looked fascinatingly good in the second half against Senegal. And obviously the holders have been pretty effective as well. And once we've hit this time tomorrow, or no, Colombia, Uzbekistan will be at half time. We'll be halfway. Well, we'll have completed the first round of games. Everyone will have played. Beryl, hope you're doing well. Says Messi still hasn't played in the Prem. Ray says, my concern with this World Cup is that certain records could be broken, which is unfair due to the extended nature. That's a fair point. Ahmed says, I woke up to randomly see you live. England play today, says Alpha. Yeah, that sounds weird to me because I haven't been to bed yet. But the last thing I feel like doing at the moment is having a beer, but I'm definitely having a few beers tonight for that. What's your opinion on All or Nothing United, says Supra. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be a long way off. But, you know, it'll be all right. Knack, thanks for the follow on TikTok. In fact, thanks to everyone who's given us a follow on TikTok tonight. I hope you've enjoyed tuning in with us again. I think we've been live with you for all 3 of the watch-alongs as well. Six minutes added on. And 1,500 on TikTok. Thank you very much. A hat. I've done that one, haven't I? Yeah, thank you. Kane and Ronaldo, your turn to make a statement. Says just paste it. Well, look, Mbappe scored 2 for France. Holland scored 2 for Norway. Messi scored a hat-trick. Ronaldo tomorrow, Kane tomorrow. Let's see what they can do. Poland aren't in the World Cup, are they? For some reason, I thought Poland were in this World Cup. I mean, everybody else, I mean, there's so many bloody people in it. Algeria genuinely playing worse than Iraq. You know what? I do agree with you, James. You know, you look at some of these teams like Curacao and you go, well, that's the excuse for them getting battered by Germany is they don't have many decent players. But I look at Algeria. I actually think they've got a decent set of players and they've been really bad. A bit like Turkey. You know, Turkey should be doing better than what they do. And I think Algeria, for whatever reason, have been really underwhelming. Fair play to Argentina, but Algeria have been poor. Are Man United interested in Noosa, says Mikhail? Not as far as I know, no. James says, Mark, you said about 2.5 hours ago we're about to find out whether Messi still got it. I think we found out. I think we did. I think that's the statement, yeah. And I think all the better for this World Cup. You know, Argentina with a top-class Messi. We've seen France. You know, I'd love to see an underdog win the World Cup if it's not going to be England, although we probably are an underdog. But Argentina and France do look strong, the finalists from Qatar. Sam says, don't you remember my super chat before the game asking if Messi still got it and if he'll have a good tournament? Silly question in hindsight. No, there's no such thing as a silly question, is there? You don't know the answer. It's been great. I mean, look, it's been... Some of these games do kick off at 2 a.m. I think we've done... I think that's our third 2 a.m. now. And my voice is breaking. No, it's been enjoyable. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I've really enjoyed tonight. I hope you have as well. Still got about a minute to go. I am on the 10 o'clock show on United Stand tomorrow as well. At some point I'll get a proper bloody night's sleep, but not at the moment. Lucas says, are you excited for Jordan, Austria? If you're watching Jordan, Austria, and you're in Europe, and you've watched 3 other games already, fair play. I know there are people out there setting these challenges to watch every single game. Fair play. I think a lot of people stayed up for this one because it's Messi as well. I was thinking about doing Mexico, South Africa on Thursday morning, but I don't know. I don't know. I think these 2 a.m.s are hard to do. And whilst I'm happy to do them, I would be looking to do them for, you know, games that are worth doing, you know. Have we all just overthought it? Messi is still like the best player in the world every game. Will be a home game for Argentina. Will they just go back to back? Says Arjen. Olga says, what's your take on Enzo Fernandez? Good player. There we go. Final whistle. He's seen it all before. He's had the adulation before, but another big moment in the career of Lionel Messi. A hat-trick in Argentina's first World Cup game of 2026. And he just takes it in. In Kansas City. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you on everyone on TikTok. Thanks for all the follows. Thank you, everybody on YouTube, for your support and company again. Of course, tomorrow night's my team, England, at 9 o'clock, but we've got Portugal at 6. We will see you tomorrow. 3 watch-alongs done, ticked off. Great effort, everybody. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoying what we're doing in this World Cup. And I will speak to you tomorrow or today, a little bit later after a little bit of sleep. And if you want to join me on the United Stand at 10 a.m, you're very welcome. Speak to you all in a bit. Take care.